YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm back with another reaction video for you guys. Now this particular clip that I have, it's an old clip, but I wanted to react to it because I don't think I really reacted to the full clip. I want to talk about this because the title says single mom triggered after being rejected by a high value man. So we're gonna get into this. I thought this was insane. But this is typically how a lot of women think, and I think this narrative needs to change. But it just shows you the double standards and how men can have standards versus how women can have standards. But if the man's standards is outside of what a woman thinks his standards should be, he's the problem. So we got to change that, y'all. But I want to get into the video. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Share and like the video and hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content. Let's get into it.
Ever dated a woman with children?
I have, but I was young. I was like 22. I had a cougar. He had some younger kids. How old is your son?
He's 11.
He's 11.
And from my experience, I told myself I couldn't take a woman with children seriously.
Why?
The child's always gonna come first.
Yes.
Now look how she looked at him. Like she looked shocked. Like, why are you shocked? That's his preference. That's what you shouldn't have anything to say about somebody's preference. If it doesn't align with what you're looking for, you're supposed to keep it moving. You're not in control of somebody else's choices. And this is where I think a lot of women are entitled. You can see the look on her face. She kind of looked like, and why? Like he owes you something. You know what I mean? Like he has to be entitled to you or have to measure up to you. No, if he has a certain preference based on whatever reasoning behind it, that's his right. But women act like men can't have a preference. But men try to be nice, but it doesn't really pay to be nice when you're a man. I'm just saying. In some situations, I'm just saying. Let's continue.
Child's gonna always come first. I'm going to always need to put you first, but I come second. And technically, he's a 10-year-old boy who's going to get into his teenage years. He's going to be in a situation where you're not my dad, right? I'm not talking about an anecdotal experience. Your son may be a sweet child, but my experience, it just hasn't been the best.
You have the right to feel however you want about dating a single mom. That's your prerogative, whatever. But you're on a date with a single mom. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What is he talking about? He's telling you his preference and his choices. He's on a date with a single mom, so he's letting you know as the single mom that this is not something that he's into. So that means he won't be into you. But see, once again, women hate rejection. They hate rejection. She's sounding pissed about this man's preferences and choices. Yeah, he's on a date with a single mom. You just told him that you got a son and he's telling you why he's not really into that. But she's not.
What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
Let's continue.
Priority here is supposed to be trying to get a third date. I don't even know why I want a second date with you in this moment.
Realistically, yeah, we can have some fun.
But taking it serious.
It's like taking it seriously is just hard because I don't have to settle. I've done certain things in my life to put me at a certain echelon, to date a certain top tier. I'm not saying a woman with a child isn't top tier, but like standards wise, it's like I like to travel and be like, yo, let's go. Let's go to Miami, let's do this, let's do that. And it's like, let me call my mom and see if she can watch the kid. It's just no real benefit in it for me.
And there was nothing wrong with what he said. Just like women have standards and say what is not a benefit for them and they move accordingly. You don't have to try to convince somebody of what your standards are. You just move on. If you have a certain set of standards and things that you want to live your life by, go ahead, by all means, do it. But you can't force somebody into wanting or looking at them crazy or judging them because of it. There shouldn't be no pushback or anything else, but we know that there's always pushback when men have certain standards that don't include the women who they're talking to. You see what I'm saying? Now, if she was a single woman with no kids, that would not have offended her because why? She would be an option for him possibly. But because she have that kid that is not his, then that excludes her from his standards and the option, and she got pissed behind it. Let's continue.
You didn't ask for another date with him. What was the turnoff?
Specifically, the turnoff was when I asked that question about would you date a single mother? And Jacoby, you proceeded to tell me that basically you're a high value man and you are too good for a single mother. However, you did also tell me that you were raised by a single mother.
Now that man did not say it like that. That's how she felt, because she felt excluded. She felt like she didn't measure up because she was not a part of his standards, and she felt small. That man did not say, "Oh, I'm too good for a single mother." He gave you background. He said he dealt with that, and he gave you a lot of information to specifically, thoroughly tell you why, because you asked why, and he answered it in the most polite, clear way possible. And then she gets here and said, just like what women typically would do, "Oh, you act like you're too good for a single mom." He did not come off like that. He did not say it like that. This is why men don't want to deal with these types of women, because this is how they typically act. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
Which is profound for me to think that a single mother's not good enough for you, but it's good enough for a woman to raise you. That's unfair. It's very insensitive to women out there who have children.
All right, so
insensitive.
Just because it's a cycle, I wanted to continue.
It doesn't have to continue.
So what I'm saying is that
it's more about, why would you cut off and say that single women are not on the same level?
What you're supposed to learn from is history. So
you're a very
intelligent woman. You're a very intelligent woman, right?
Yes.
So if you know, as a woman growing up, you know it's the less likelihood for you to be successful by having a child.
Right.
So what you do, you be more proactive. Using condoms.
What's that got to do with your choice?
Okay.
It has everything to do with his choice. Oh my God. Lord, this is why I say education don't mean smart. He doesn't want to repeat that cycle. He doesn't want that. And he shouldn't have to go into detail about it. And these women just band together and just think that this is okay, and they be strong and wrong. And she's just salty because he told her, and he wasn't mean about it. He's just like, "Nah, this is not what I want." So keep it moving.
You getting pregnant, then all right, cool. Maybe I shouldn't continue having this child because I'm not getting married. I a better chance of me having a successful life.
You're speaking of me.
That's what I'm thinking.
So you were raised by a single mother.
Yes. And
Is your mother still alive?
I struggled. My mom's still alive.
Did she struggle or did you struggle?
Both of us struggled.
Okay, so your words that echoed all around social media, and I want to make sure that we have this clearly, were, "I'm a high value man. I've done things to step up my echelon, and I'm not going to settle for a single mother."
Yeah.
Right.
Did I have that correctly? I want to be clear.
Yeah, it will be selling.
Right. So what makes you think you're a high value man? The car you drive?
No, the value I put out into the world.
What about your character?
I have great character. I've built myself to basically have better choices. You want to know why? Because women can choose and make a choice.
They can
say, "I don't want to date a man that makes less than 6 figures."
They can.
And then what are you doing? You're
But we're not
demeaning a man.
talking about that.
Women
That's
can
not
talk
the
about.
Yeah, but it is the same because it's a choice. He gets to choose what he wants. You can't if you became a single mother, that's on you. Everybody else don't have to adhere to the poor choices that you made. He's outside of that. He could decide, "I don't want to date single mothers." Y'all can't force men to want to accept that. This is where we are now. And the men are now just, this is an older video. The men are now like, we don't even give a damn what y'all saying. They don't care. Men are just moving their own way. They don't care if you try to shame them. They don't care if you call them. They don't care. They're still not trying to date y'all. And that's where we are for the most part now. Men are really just out and open about it now. They're not even trying to go in that direction. So yeah, I mean, they don't want it. They don't want it. They have every right to make that choice and have standards for themselves. Let's continue.
Listen,
A woman can say, "I want to date a man less than 5'8", and the man could be 5'4". Do they care about
what does that have to do
ostracizing all of those
with
men?
anything?
If a fat man is sitting here, he can be a fat man, right? But if a fat woman is sitting here, you would say, "Oh no, we're body positive." Oh no, we can't say that. We can't. It's all about picking her up. So every time it's saying something for a man,
bro,
it's down.
You got a lot on your back.
No, y'all got bad understanding, honey. Y'all got bad understanding. You just don't want to accept a man who has a preference and have standards. A lot of these women are so lost in the sauce and delusional till it's ridiculous. It really is. And this is why they all have issues with men and end up single. They can't really keep a man for a long period of time because they have these delusional mindsets. They have this thought process that it's all about them, and a man, to hell with what he thinks, he just got to do what I want. That's just not gonna fly anymore. Just saying. Let's continue.
What I want to be clear, not just for you, But for everybody out there, is the car you drive, your resume, your bank account, your accolades is not what makes you a high value man.
Definitely not.
We are all defined by the sum of our deeds and our character. And you, brother, are coming up to the sum of zero.
But they say that, but those are the very things that they look for a man to have to decide whether they want to date him or not. A lot of women are batshit crazy. If it's about the content of his character and it's not about what he drives, then a man who's driving a Toyota or a regular car should be fine with a regular job, who gonna give you a regular life, but love you and be there for you and y'all support each other. That should be okay. But more and more women are out here saying they don't want that. They need a man who's gonna change their life and pay all the bills and give them a lifestyle, life of leisure, and all the rest of this BS that they're talking about. Come on now. I don't think women put two and two together, a lot of them, you know? And so this is why they're by themselves, trying to figure it out, trying to cope with it. And then now they're saying they don't need no man. I guess they're going to go for women, I guess. I don't know. But baby, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that bell to be notified when I upload new content. Chime in. I want to know your thoughts on this video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.